Where's everybody at? Come in, come in, come in. Come out to wherever you are. Hello, hello, come on in, everybody, come on in. What's up, guys? Happy Friday. What's going on? What's going on? Come on in, come on in. Let's discuss little Nancy. Let's discuss Savannah. Possible wrench attack. Wow. What's going on? Come on in. How is everybody? Let's wait for a couple more people to jump in here. Wanted to kind of backtrack to Savannah when she was with Annie and Cameron. So, do you remember when Savannah was talking about the ransom? And she told the kidnapper, you know what to do. Do you think she knows who this is? I'm thinking they know who did this. And this is why everything has been so quiet. I think they're just building the case at this point. Could have been a possible wrench attack. Possibly. It could be wrench attack. We don't know what the ransom note said. Other than it wanted Bitcoin. What's a wrench attack? Getting someone's digital information by force. Could this be a wrench attack? So I just kept thinking about what Savannah said. You know what to do. You know what to do. Like sometimes you have to go backwards. We can't just say, okay, well this passed. We forget about it. Sometimes you just have to start over from the very beginning to try to figure this out, because right now this case is going nowhere. My gut is telling me that they know who did this. Anonymous tip could be a relative. Someone bragging. I mean, this case is too quiet, guys. Something's up. Maybe they're just trying to build a case on this person or people involved. What do you think? Nothing else really makes sense. I don't think it's a revenge. Somebody out to hurt Savannah? It doesn't look that way. It might be because they know she has money. could very possibly be that wrench attack that went wrong. What do you think? Because, hello, Sleuth. Happy Friday. This here, trying to figure this case out. Kind of going backwards here. Going back to where Nancy's kids sitting on that couch. Annie, Cameron, Savannah, when they were talking to the kidnapper about the ransom note. Those words, you know what to do. You know, sometimes these words can be codes. So you gotta watch out for every little thing. It could have been a code. Things are too quiet. So something's going on. I'm pretty sure they know who this is. That's why they're clearing everything out. All this is a lot of smoke screens going on right now. You know, like what's going on at Nancy's house at 4 a.m. Do you think that light coming on is on a timer? That bright light at 4 a.m. Some weird stuff going on. How come we never noticed it till now? Yes. Absolutely. That wording is a code. The way she said it, you know what to do. It's like almost like barking orders, you know. I think that's something that really needs to be looked into. Nothing else is working. So like, sometimes you just start over, right? Start over again. Every fact. I think those words have something to do with this. And it's been bugging me. I even had to go back and watch and make sure that I heard it the way I heard it. It's eating at me. Go back and watch it. Watch how her mannerisms. You know what to do. How come she didn't say, tell us what was going to be done? And this anonymous tip, like I said, it could be sooner or later, they're going to talk. Somebody's going to talk. Somebody's going to brag. They're going to get drunk, say something stupid. That's where you get your anonymous tip. Do I think she's in Mexico? No. No. Am I starting to think now that this was a wrench gone bad? Yes. That they were just trying to intimidate her, get her digital information, and try to get money through the Bitcoin. Because it's, from what I understand, very hard to trace. But again, those words, you know what to do. It's what time is it? What's this one set for? It's like between 3:30 and 4 a.m. It's set at weird time. You would think you would set it between 2 and 4. that's when the most crap goes down because people are getting out of the bars and doing stupid stuff. But I don't know, guys. Go back and watch what I'm talking about, Savannah. That look on her face, leaning towards the camera and saying, "You know what to do." It's like she knows who she knows. Because this case has just gotten too quiet. No updates, nothing. Picking on the YouTubers, streamers to get out of there. Why? I mean, I hear all kinds of crazy rumors. I'm hearing rumors that the cartel wants the house to run drugs. But, I don't know. Rumors are rumors. You gotta prove it first. I don't know, guys. I mean, nobody really knows. We can keep talking and talking and talking like we know, but we just don't. It's very possible they have a case that they want that person to think that, hey, they're in the clear. But this whole time they're building the case. So when they go in, like, they probably already talked to this person. I'm telling you. But didn't have enough. If they need. Sorry. I'll be back. Sorry, dropped the phone. Got it propped up. Yeah, if they need help, they can go back and look at everything. They might not, maybe not ask. Maybe they want to keep everything on very low key. They don't want too many people to know. I'm pretty sure they have a good idea who this is. And I do think it's more than one person. Well, thank you. You have a good weekend as well. Next week, though, tune in. I'll be going live from Universal Studios Friday and Saturday next week. Thank you, Sleuth. We'll have fun next weekend. Yeah, guys, I'm going live from Universal Studios on Happy Father's Day. Oh, thank you. I'm not a father that I know of, but I got stepkids. Does that count? I don't know if that counts. This is my first one being a stepdad, so. So what do you think? What do you think is going on with Nancy? Where is she? Who took her? Do you think they already know? They're building the case. Oh, discount? Okay. Big stepdaddy. No, I was just saying earlier that I think there's a code what Savannah said about you know what to do. So I think she knows more than what she's leading on. The reason why there's been no money is because there was no proof of life. So, who is this person though? Why aren't they able to trace the ransom note? I mean, how they received the ransom note? I know it went through TMZ, but how did TMZ receive it? There's got to be a paper trail somewhere. Like I said, I'm going backwards on this because there's nothing going on right now. It's like maybe something got overlooked. That they should just start over. Day one. It's obviously somebody that knew the place. Maybe somebody worked for Angie's List, some maintenance, pool guy, maid. Could it possibly be that one woman that they were talking about close by with the kidnapping? Could it be related? What do you think about this anonymous tip? We all want this case solved. But we don't even have anything to go by. Nanos is not saying a word. The FBI is not saying anything. They kicked a lot of the, us streamers away from Nancy's house. For now. Like right now, it's more about the cases against Juice and Alex and Damien than it is about Nancy. So we got to change this. It's got to be back about Nancy. So maybe they need to look into the whole Bitcoin situation, the whole ransom note again. Talk to Savannah again. What did she mean by that little code? I don't know, there's something about that. It's just something tells me she knows what's going on. And who it is. Why aren't they saying anything though? It's been 4 months. I think that's enough to build a case. At least make an arrest. And why hasn't anybody come for that reward? What are they afraid of? I don't know. Hope you guys have a happy Father's Day. For all you fathers out there. Even the mothers who are fathers. You know what I mean. Sometimes you gotta do double duty. I get it. My dad pretty much did double duty. Because my mom passed when I was so young. But this is why this case, her age, I think about my dad when if somebody came in here, took my dad, I'd be all over the internet. I'd be on every news media. I'd be going door to door. Why isn't the family doing this? Why aren't they saying anything? If Annie and Tommaso say something, help people. Like, give us an idea who could have done this. I mean, they would know more than we. Who was the greedy one? Who needed the money? Who would try to get Nancy's information, digital information, to try to get Bitcoin? They would know better than us. Why are they so quiet? I understand that they don't want to be hounded by the media. But Annie, it's your mom. You need to put up more of a fight. Hell, are people thinking, if you know it's not you, then stand up and say so. I don't think you had anything to do with it. I don't think Tommaso did either. It may have been somebody you guys know. I don't know. But you need to say something. Sometimes being quiet is not the best thing. You got a lot of people out there searching. A lot. People are putting in their time, their own money. Putting their bodies through hell. It's hot out there. Somebody give us something. Nanos, please, something. We have an anonymous tip. And the only thing lead that can be an anonymous tip would be a family member or a friend saying, hey, bragged about it. So, and I was just watching a crime story from 30 years ago. 2 girls in Houston, teenage girls, coming home from a pool party, and Peter Cantu. Happy Friday, hello. Anyway, they were a gang, small gang. Girls come running through a park. One got attacked. The other one could have gotten away, but no, she wanted to help her friend. They attacked her as well for an hour. It was 6 of them raping 2 girls, strangling them with belts and shoelaces. One of them, it was funny, an anonymous tip. Like, most of them were already sentenced to death. But there was an anonymous tip that got the last guy. So, things like that, it could be the case here as an anonymous tip. The leader got executed, 10 years ago? But in Texas. Why is this so quiet? Like I said, like in the very beginning, I know you guys just jumped in. It's time to start over. Go back to the ransom note. Go back to what Savannah was saying. You know what to do. Go back and watch that when she was sitting with Annie and Cameron. It seems like there was a hidden message, a code, something going on there. I don't think they should ignore that anymore. That's something you really need to look into. Analyze it. Like, do the work, guys. It's always a clue. Always a clue. It's just, we're not hearing anything. There's a wild goose chase in Nogales. Smoke screen, I think. Where is Nancy? My feeling is she's close by. I think a neighbor is involved. just by the way they're acting. No, I don't think Sue Ellen is involved. I think Sue Ellen's just evil. Just evil, unhappy person who drinks a lot of malt liquor. My guess. But like I said, this case really shouldn't be on YouTubers now. It should be about Nancy. Because they can't figure out what happened to Nancy. You gotta go out to Juice, Damien, and Alex. It's a shame. It's like the police are turning against the good people. I know a lot of people are going to say Alex is not. But I think Alex is just misunderstood. Alex is Alex, guys. I don't think he's a bad guy. He made mistakes. He owned up to it. You got to respect it. You know? I think a lot of things he does is funny. A lot of jokes he makes are from the 80s that we used to say certain words that nowadays you can't say. Because everybody's all butthurt. But look how much money that JLR got. JLR's army got Juice donations. That is absolutely incredible, guys. If you're in here from JLR's army, that was good. Juice is a good band. Sucks he has to go through this. I talked to Juice yesterday on the phone. He's doing alright, guys. He's gonna beat this. Why are you skeptical? I mean, everybody has a theory. Don't be afraid to throw it out there. As long as you're not directly accusing, you can word it like, I think, or it could be. As long as you're not saying it. I really don't want to put out my personal email. Until I get one just for the channel, I don't want to put out my personal email. Too many crazies out there that will try to track me down. But don't be afraid to put it on here. Trust me, nobody's gonna jump on your case. It's a theory. Everybody has one. I come up with some crazy ones. Don't ever be afraid. I won't allow anybody to jump down your throat. I won't allow it. That's not happening here. I mean, it's probably a theory I've already heard anyway. I mean, to be honest. I mean, it could be cartel. You just don't know. My theory is, I think it is a wrench attack that went wrong. It could be. It could be. I mean, they're too quiet. Or in, maybe not directly, maybe indirectly, or they know who did. If the motive has to be money, because I can't think of anything else it would be. I don't think it's revenge. The motive has to be money. Do we all agree the motive is money? I mean, that would leave Savannah out, because why would Savannah care about money? Savannah's well off. You guys think it's about money? Yeah. 9 times out of 10, this is about money. It's either about money or revenge. In this case, it's. I mean, I've heard things like Epstein files. We could roll that out. You know, anything political, roll it out because it's not. It's not it. There's no way. There's no way. And I know the whole thing about working with the Clintons, but now it wouldn't be. The Epstein files are big nothing, guys, so I wouldn't even worry about the Epstein files. Because it's all redacted. You're not going to get the whole truth. Even if you had people out there saying this happened, well, how much did they pay you to say it? You really can't, for the right price, anybody was going to say anything. Especially when it comes to the Epstein files. I know the majority of you think that Tommaso and Annie are involved. I know. But this ransom is what's bugging me. This wrench attack. Forcibly getting Nancy's information. Possibly getting her information so they can get paid through Bitcoin. I mean, I'm not saying that's what happened. It's a theory. That's what a wrench attack is. And again, that ransom note, her words, the way Savannah said it, is, you know what to do. What do you think she meant by that? Yeah, Tommaso and Annie should say something. Absolutely. Speak up. Who cares if the media jumps on you? Stand up for yourself. Okay. Son drove Nancy home even though he's a minor. Could have been involved with a group of bad kids. The family's covering it. That's not a bad theory. But I don't think she was taken out of the house. I think she was put back in. It's very possible the family's covering. Yeah. Yeah. I think the kids probably would have been a little bit more sloppy, though. Nervous, this and that, young, dumb. I'm not picking apart your theory. I'm just saying, at that age, you gotta consider the age. When we were that age, we were young, dumb, stupid. We would do stuff and not really think about it till afterwards. But it's out there. I haven't heard that one. Because it's too quiet. Don't feel bad about thinking about that. Someone's got to be right. Not all of us are going to be right. Yeah. But why would he want to hurt her? For money? And it's pretty hard to hurt a family member. You'd have to be really cold-hearted to hurt a family member. I mean, really, you'd have to be hard as stone. No feelings. Especially an elderly. But, it's a theory. My problem is it's too quiet. Why aren't the police, FBI, nobody saying anything? It's either they know who did this, and they're just building the case, or they're just getting rid of all the YouTubers and trying to sweep it under the rug. A joke that went bad. I think it was a joke that went bad. They would have said something like, hey, it was supposed to be a joke. About this coming back to that. Satanic things. I don't know. Satanic, huh? I don't know. I think it's a bit more professionally done. Because look at the porch guy. He didn't seem nervous. When you're doing something like that, you would think your adrenaline's flowing, you know, and you're going to be jittery and just very, very nonchalant. It's like he knew that she was already gone. Now it's starting to cover up. I think the blood on the porch is because they were bringing her back in. Because there's no footage of her being taken out. So, as far as the back being open, maybe the plan was to take her out back, but something happened. I mean, there's different. It's so hard, guys. You know, I wish they would go back. FBI, do another search, just walk the whole area again, start this thing over. Piece it together. Well, that's possible. Could have been staged. Well, they did have 41 minutes. And according to Pima County, they had 41 minutes inside that house. What were they doing for 41 minutes? Cleaning up? Is that why the back doors were open? Chemical smell? And then the blue light, they'll probably use a blue light for the chemicals. So I don't know. I just really think they need to start it all over again. And where's this DNA from the hair? Why is this taking so long? They've had the hair for what, 2 months now? It's not take that long to test it. Yeah, I guess it assumed that her house was always like that. DC guy. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I think they know who's involved. I think they've already talked to the person who's involved. But they need to prove the case. And that's the problem right now. They don't have enough to make the arrest. Because if they do it too soon, they're going to flee. Maybe that's why it's so quiet. I mean, I could be wrong. But I watched a lot of these on TV. Which doesn't make me an expert, but you gotta think like a thief. Oh, they're on me now? They haven't arrested me yet? If I'm guilty, I know I'm bye. I'm gone. So maybe that's why. Why did they raid Luke's house? What is the reason why? Not saying he's involved. I just want to know why they raided his house. What was the reason? If you're going to raid somebody's house, you have to have a reason. You would think that because it's a high-profile case, that it needs to be investigated, like, more than usual. Because people aren't going away. They want the YouTubers to go away. They want the story to go away, guys. Why do you think they're attacking us? Why do you think we can't go to Nancy's? Because they want this go. This is not about the neighbors. I mean, Pima County and Nanos, they're facing some serious civil lawsuits coming. You can't spit on the First Amendment rights and come up with rules where 1 minute you're okay, and then 10 minutes later, it's not okay, then you get arrested. Because Nanos made the order. And Nanos is mad because the officer said something about making the order. Caught it. So, people are thinking Pima County, the sheriffs are on the take. We've seen dirty cops before. I don't know, guys. I really wish that we could find who this is. And I've asked this before. If they don't ever find the people responsible for this, would you at least be happy if the body is found for the family? Yeah, Sue Ellen, yeah. She's a piece of work. Yeah. Yes, I actually read that. I actually did read that. Actually, my wife had sent that to me while I was at work, and then later on that day, when other people had just like Damien started posting it, I didn't say anything about it because all the other streamers were already on it. Like I worked during the day, so yeah, that's been out for a few days. Oh, they got a casino license. Keep an eye on them for money laundering. I mean, I don't trust Nanos as far as I could throw them. I mean, Nanos is a piece of crap. I'm sure he knows all the crap I've talked about him, but I don't really care. Guy's a piece of trash. I don't know. I don't know the rules about that. Yeah, he's bad news. He's a freaking idiot. If you watch any of my streams before, I've been all over him and his crooked goon squad. Especially the two idiots that attacked, basically kidnapped Alex for a public nuisance, getting violent in a non-violent situation. It's like every stream, guys, they know about my channel. They're watching everything. They would love to see us live streaming in front of Nancy's house. We're not that stupid, guys. We're not going to play into your game. Right now, okay, so I look at this like the first 3 Star Wars movies. The ones that came out in the 70s. New Hope, us streamers. Empire Strikes Back, what's going on with the goons, and Nanos right now. And what was the third one? Return of the Jedi. It'll be the return of the streamers when this is all said and done. I promise you that. Do you think because of who's... Because of who he is, blinds people? I don't think so. I think people are well aware. See, nobody likes Nanos. Nobody likes him. Don't forget, he got a vote of no confidence from his own officers. Oh, who Savannah is? Honestly, I didn't know who the heck Savannah was before all this. So, the police, maybe. Savannah, we know what you mean. It's alright. Typos happen. Do you think Savannah's a smokescreen, or the police are just turning a blind eye because of who Savannah is? I think they're turning a blind eye because they don't have a clue what's going on. This whole case has been screwed up from day damn one. This is why Nanos got the vote of no confidence. He was only saved by his board, by the board of, whatever, the Board of Appeal County, or whatever the board that is. What a bunch of morons. You could have gotten rid of this fool. Didn't he get kicked out of Texas for being stupid? Boy, this thing does not stay. So, there's a very strong possibility, guys, that this won't get solved. It might be a cold case. Because nothing's happening. Like I said, I didn't know who she was. I had no idea who she was before all this happened. Did not know. Yes, I live in Arizona. I live in Phoenix. That's why when I did go to Nancy's, it was about an hour and 40-minute drive from here. I went over there like 5 times. And one of the neighbors accused me of making a threat, which I never did. Because they're liars. But thank God I was live streaming to prove it. I didn't do anything wrong. I was over there with Juice. Yeah, but I'm born and raised Californian. Matter of fact, I will be live streaming next week, guys. On Friday and all day Friday, half day on Saturday from Universal Studios. To be honest, I wasn't sure who accused me. I went up there expecting to see somebody talking about the First Amendment, and I didn't see anybody. I was just talking to the chat. Went up to cul-de-sac, came right back down. My opinion, well, they could. I mean, some of those neighbors are so nosy. Yeah, so next week, guys, because I do more than just this. I mainly do theme parks, too. So Friday, all day Friday. Thursday night, I'm driving to California. Thursday, live streaming. And Saturday, live streaming from Universal Studios Hollywood. Are you watching Juice that day? Okay. Yeah. Juice didn't even know. See, I left because the police didn't show up. I had no idea they were looking for me. I didn't know till I got home. I got a bunch of messages. Some were mean. How can I do that to Juice? I'm like, what are you guys talking about? I got reading the messages that somebody made a threat about me. Then I watched Juice's live, and he said that I had made a threat and all that. Then at the end, Juice's girl told him I didn't do anything. The Juice watched it, said he didn't do anything. So the neighbors come up with these false 911 calls. So they're the ones that should be getting in trouble. You're making the police come out there for nothing. That's how stupid these neighbors are. You had free protection. You had free protection. Because whoever's out there is still out there. So they're stupid. They're stupid. They're blue hairs. You expect. They think they own everything. Like Sue Ellen thinks she owns the easement. You don't, Sue Ellen. Your property line's halfway through the wash. So they just think they own everything. They think they own that whole freaking street. So right now they're probably happy as can be. But you never know, something could happen again. And they're going to wish we were there. Because we would have helped them. Even though they're idiots. I mean, I'm not going to let anything happen to Sue Ellen just because I don't like her. Still got to be a man, right? You always got to do what's right. Whether you like somebody or not, you got to do what's right. When the neighbors doing that, they kind of hurt themselves. By sicking the police on us, even though we did nothing wrong. They proved they owned. No, they didn't prove anything. I don't know. Part of the speech came from that kidnapping. Silence of the Lambs, yeah. Of course it was rehearsed. Plus, that's what she does, though. Yeah, I mean, it's out of protection, no. The best thing to do would be go out there and make friends with the people out there. You know? It's out of protection. We're there. We'll be there before the police is there. So, I don't know. I don't know anything about Nancy. I don't know if she was weird. I saw a video of her a couple times from that Today Show, whatever show that was. She seemed normal. She knows how to do hospital corners, that's for sure. That's what I saw, that one where she was teaching somebody, a news anchor, how to do hospital corners on a bed. From her house. I am not gonna overheat. I got my Coke Zero and I got my water. I'm good. So, if they want to figure this out, man, they're gonna have to go back. Look back at that coding, that code word clue that Savannah said. They need to analyze that big time. Because I think there's something to it. You know what to do. You know what to do. Play back slow. She leans forward. You know what to do. Like she's talking to that person. So, there could be a lot going on behind the scenes. I'm pretty sure there is. It would be a shame if they just swept it under the rug. Like I said, that could be the reason why they got rid of the YouTubers for now. But they're risking everything. Because there's some serious civil suits gonna happen from this. You know. Juice got a lot of donations, guys. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna get himself a new lawyer. He's gonna be fine. He goes back to court 13th, I believe. July 13th. So, I don't know, just that whole Savannah thing, it's been bugging me all day. I know I haven't streamed for a couple of days because I really didn't have anything to talk about. Yeah, the behavior it doesn't make sense to me. That's your mom. You go out there and you fight. You know, answer the media's questions. Don't hide. When you hide, you make yourself look guilty. I'm not saying they are, but that's the wrong way to go about it. Stand up to it, face it, let them rule you out. You go back to living your life and help with the case. You probably know these people. Or you probably know more than we do. Why is it that we are working harder than the police? Uh-oh. Man down. I just don't think the police are getting frustrated. Or the FBI. I've definitely heard anything from the FBI. Hi, Beth. I got a thumbs up for you, too. Yes. Hello. Oh, you called me a knob. I've never been called a knob before. It's like a cutesy nickname. Hey, look, it's knob. No, it's just you just come here, Beth. I'm just saying that the whole Savannah thing. Haha, you're good. I've been called worse. I'm just saying that maybe they need to go back to where Savannah was with Cameron and Annie, talking about that ransom note with the words, "You know what to do." It seemed like it was some sort of like code for something. It's just eating at me like that has something to do with this. Because things are just too quiet. But it's going to be nice to do something different and talk about Nancy Guthrie. I mean, I will be at Universal Studios next week, Friday and Saturday, live streaming. But if anything with Nancy comes up, I'll multitask. We'll talk about Nancy. But my channel is more than just a crime. You know, you got other people are on this 24/7. I am not. You know, I work 9 hours a day. I come home and I stream for a couple hours. I hear things. I get certain messages from people. Like there's something about some guy, some worker that got fired for being an informant or something. Being a whistleblower for about some racial something racial at work. And then it says that Nano's told him don't say anything on Facebook and that I should investigate that. Well, if it's somebody at work saying something, gotta be real careful what you say. Because that kind of person could be a troublemaker. It depends on what he was saying. Um, okay, so my thoughts on why the reward was, hello, miss. Okay, so my thoughts and what I remember is Savannah wanted to put that reward out right off the bat, and Nano said no. We would all want this case to end, guys. Do we want, what is the, would you be happy with just her body being found and the killer's not being found? Would you at least be satisfied with that? Because that might be the case going on here. She might be found eventually, but then the people involved may never be found. Would you guys be happy with that? No? You want it all? You want their hides? At least for the family, it would be nice to be able to bury their mom properly. You know. Does anyone actually believe she's in Nogales? On the Mexico side? That they went through the reservation to get her there? It's an awful lot of work to do at 2 or 3 in the morning. So, do you think when she was taken that they kept her in a vehicle maybe overnight? Or do you think the body was disposed of the night of? See, all these questions need to be answered. If they dispose of the body quickly, she's close by. Like, people went up into the mountains to check the mountains. You gotta keep in mind, I think the body was disposed of that same. Well, then she's close by. You go up in the mountains, don't forget, it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. It is pitch dark. Then, okay, she never got home. Explain the blood on the porch. Could have been when she left to go to dinner. Yeah, the hair, definitely. What's taking so long? It's one broken strand of hair. It is huge. A lot of places to put a body. I've been there. I know the area well. I've made the drive several times. Previous blood, well, the blood's too dark. If it's out there long enough, it's gonna fade. That looked fresh. And they can tell by swabbing it how long it's been there. It wasn't that deep of a cut where that blood was coming from, so it tells me maybe it came from the nose. I believe she had a heart attack. She got woken up and had a heart attack. Sure, we already know she had a bad heart. This could have been what I was thinking, a wrench attack that went wrong. They were just trying to get her digital information so they can get a transaction through Bitcoin. I don't know. It's possible. Tommaso didn't leave her alone. You believe family. I don't know. I don't think it's family. I think it's somebody that knows the family. Why would Derek? I don't know. We don't know what kind of relationship he has with her sister. Yes, they do know each other. What's to say Tommaso was in the will? If there's a will, could be a trust. Or there isn't one at all. We don't know. You're not going to know because no one's declared her dead. They're not going to. I don't think it's family. I think it's somebody that knows the family. It's not hard to rob an older woman, an elderly woman. You know, they don't see it. They're trusting. That'd be pretty tough. I don't think hired someone. There's too much of a paper trail there. I don't. I'm gonna disagree with that one. That's a paper trail. Those murder for hires, they always get caught. I mean, anything's possible. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just trying to think like a criminal. I don't know. I don't know why Derek did that. He could be involved. Well, he has a band. How do we know she has a will, though? Not just a trust. I mean, it could be somebody that betrayed Annie and Tommaso as well. We just don't know. There could be a story that we don't even know about. I know something. I heard something to do with they asked for money and then got denied. I don't know if that's true. That's just a rumor I heard. I don't want to throw anything out there that's not true. That's just something I heard. Maybe it had to do with getting a loan for the house or something. I don't really remember. Huh. Why would he be on it in the first place? I've heard of Voices on the Missing, but I'm real careful with the videos, because I got nailed on one of those and it turned out to be an AI video, and I was saying things that turned out that were fake. So when it comes to videos, I'd rather research it myself. Yeah, they were the care. Yeah, I know they were the caretakers. Hmm. It's a tough case, guys, but it's really not that simple. I mean, you would think they would look into the legit. How so? Like I thought a video I watched was legit, and it turned out it wasn't. Now, voices of the missing, are they an actual people? Are they claiming to be witchcraft or um, um, psychics? Because I don't believe psychics at all. I think it's a no, it's a crock. The searchers, are they the ones that were with JLR that one day when they found what they thought was a grave? Is that them? Where JLR was with them and they had. Okay. Yeah, I was actually watching that. Okay. They seem like nice people. Okay. I wanted to make sure it wasn't like the psychic stuff because I really don't believe any of that. I mean, I used to believe into the psychic stuff till I found out that everything is wrong. Oh, okay. I just didn't really know, who they were. Don't worry. At some point, somebody will be sitting in front of Nancy's again when it's legal. Well, it's legal now, but they're gonna come up with some crap. I don't believe in any of that stuff. Nope. I don't believe anything like that. No, any sort of psychic stuff is a scam. Um, Tell me why. Anybody can claim to be a psychic. I was explaining this to my wife the other day. Driving along, be like, man, I haven't heard about this song in years. All of a sudden, boom, it comes on. Coincidence? Yes. Psychic? No. Or, it personally happened to me, uh, about Happy Days, the show Happy Days. Um, well, this was thinking about a certain episode. I haven't seen in years. Just thought about it. Shows up on a TV that day. Weird? Yes. Coincidence? Yes. Psychic? Nope. Luck. She's all over YouTube. She was in my town. Huh? Cassie, if that's what you want to believe, I'm not going to tell you otherwise. I just don't believe in it. I mean, whatever you want to believe, I'm not going to tell you not to. I'm just telling you from my experiences. No. But hey, if it makes you happy, go for it. I'm not going to tell you otherwise. I am nobody to tell you who to believe, who not to believe. I went to pick up food and well, hey, like I said, I'm not going to tell you guys what to believe, what not to believe. A lot of stuff is coincidence. Oh, I play the cards. Yeah. Oh, like the tarot card readers. I don't know. Everybody's different. You believe what you want to believe. I am not anybody to tell you to believe otherwise. I can just tell you from my personal experiences that no. I used to. I used to be a big believer in Sylvia Brown. Coincidence? Yes, they do exist. Absolutely, they do. Oh, yes, they do. Happened many, many a times. But, hey, if you want to believe it, well, I'm not telling anybody what to believe or not to believe. Everybody's different. You're allowed to think any way you want. I know the spirit boxes too. Yeah, I don't believe on any of that. You used to watch the ones that would go into hotel rooms where there was a murder, and they would have like a thing when they walk by, it would beam or something, or yeah, you would hear like a noise or something, or if there was a flashlight out there and a spirit would walk by and all the energy would go. I don't believe in that baloney. No. I mean, it's fun to watch. Energy levels. Sorry, I'm not an expert on spirits. I don't even drink. Spirits, get it? Spirits, drinking. But no, if you guys want to believe that, it's okay. I mean, I'm not perfect. I could be wrong too, but it's just my opinion. You guys can have cats. You can have your opinion. Who am I to tell you? You know, if I knew it all, I'd be rich. Well, I'm speaking from experience as well. The only way someone's gonna blow my mind is with a gun. You know what I mean? I've been around too long. No, I gave the afterlife so many chances and ghosts. I really wanted to believe it. I really did, you know, especially after my dad died. But it's not there, guys. Hey. I did not hear anything about Alex's daughter. Oh, actually, wait a minute. You mean the night that the first night he got arrested? Or the second one? No, I haven't heard anything about that. If so, then that's just ridiculous. You got a problem, go to Alex. Don't go after the family. Don't ever go after somebody's family. That's how bad things happen. Don't go after family. No, today? No, I've not heard of it. Like, after her, like, physically or just verbally? Cats, I'm not trying to argue with you, by the way. I respect your opinions. It's just not who I'm sorry if you're getting upset. Uh, um, uh, you don't go after family. Don't do it. Oh, verbally, okay. Yeah, we have different beliefs. I don't want to upset her. I mean, I don't want to drag anybody down. You have every right to believe anything you want. You have a right to say what you want, and here you can say what you want, as long as it's respectful. You don't have to agree with me. You know, I'm gonna let you have your say. I hope she didn't take off because she's mad. wasn't trying to argue with her. It seemed like she was getting upset. Are you still here, Cats? You mad at me? Okay, good, because I don't want you to think I'm just totally disagreeing with you. But I'm not gonna kiss anybody's butt. I'm gonna be who I am. Let me tell you how I am who I am. That's it. I don't try to be rude to anybody. But you have every right to believe whatever you want. It's fine. Some kind of threat. Alex is upset. I'm waiting for him to talk about it on his live. I believe his live starts at what, 6 o'clock? Or is it past 6 o'clock now? I know he had one set up. But yeah, if I'm Alex, boy, don't mess with family. Don't mess with family. That's stupid. Do we know if there was another woman or was it a guy? Do we know anything? Yeah. Leave family alone. I don't agree with everybody. Other streamers, I don't agree with them. There's some I like, there's some I don't like. But I'm never going to attack them. I don't know. Do we know if it was a man or woman? Do we know? No, they should not bother her. What's wrong with Alex is, I guess, apparently someone made a threat to his daughter, a verbal threat, at work today. So he's mad. That's what I think Miss was telling me. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I think the person, if it's a coworker, needs to be fired like now. That's ridiculous. Alex is a different. Okay, Alex has a past. We know that. He's owned up to it. He says he's made stupid mistakes. We all have. He did his time. He's out. He's trying to make a decent living. He is different. He is Alex. He talks a certain way. He's going to act a certain way. And he don't give a damn what anybody thinks. And there's nothing wrong with that. You think it's nerdy, the guy who's obsessed with GLR. No, is that nerdy like is that Dolly that's on that excited utterance crap with the freaking wankers? Alex and his case. Oof. Well, he does. Alex is Alex, guys. He does not hide it. He says, you don't like it? Step. I have nothing against him. He's done nothing against me. I think what he did when he went back after being arrested, went back to Nancy's, I think that took a lot of guts. So I respect him for that. Dolly and Nerdy are 250. Okay. I'm catching up with all this stuff. I know there's the DALI guy, Dolly. Him and JLR got a thing. Nerdy. Nerdy the guy with the goatee? There's so many of them. There's a lot that don't like GLR. No, you're good. You're good. Write all you want. Because I'm not watching anybody else's stream. I'm in here, so I don't know what's going on. You're fine. That's what chat's for, right? I can tell you stuff, you guys can tell me stuff. There's no rule. There's no rule. she's a nurse, and it called her job. Sorry. Whoa, they called. Woo! Wow. Trace that damn call. That right there. It depends what the threat was, too. Did they threaten to beat her up? Did they threaten to get her fired? What was the threat? I don't. Any threat against a woman really makes me mad. Nerdy. If that was you who did that, dude, you're flirting with danger. They should call the police. I don't know what the threat was, though. I wish, if Alex is talking about it, let me know what the hell was said. That is absolutely ridiculous. Harassment? For what? I want to know what it says, too. Like, what would be the purpose? I'm sorry, I'm going to use language, guys. Somebody want your earmuffs for a second. That's a good way to get your ass kicked. Don't mess with family. Earmuffs. You know, I heard that. I heard that he was the one. It's like, what is the dude doing? Is this nerdy guy? Is he like in his mommy's basement and wearing his Batman underoos and eating Twinkies? Had nothing else better to do than harass people trying to make a living? I mean, nerdy, if you're watching, dude, you can come at me. Come at me. Because you're going to cry. Because homie don't play. You don't want to get in a war of words with me, dude. You're going to lose. Especially with the name of nerd. Probably with the lambda. Yeah, you know what? That shouldn't be allowed. YouTube should not allow that. I think that's a harassment right there. You know, there's a lot of misinformation about people out there. So if you're wrong, that's a lawsuit. He is probably one of those who sent all the pizzas at Tucson. So, yeah, I heard about that. Boomer. I didn't see what Boomer said. What did Boomer say that was funny? Did I miss it? I don't see a Boomer in here. What did he say? Cats, do you got the wrong chat? I don't see anything from Boomer. I don't know. It says behave yourself. I don't see anything. He's the one who called on streamers in front of Nancy's. Again, not against the law. Oh, you call me a boomer? Oh, behave myself? Hey, I gave you guys a chance to put earmuffs on before I use that word. If I cuss, you know I'm serious. Boomer. Boomer Bob. Bob the Boomer. I've been called a lot of names in my life, but never Boomer. I've been called a knob and a boomer so far. I could care less what that little boy does. Nerdy? I'm going to say he's probably in his mommy's basement wearing his Batman underoos, eating box after box of Twinkies, picking his nose. Probably hasn't showered in a week. He is a weirdo. I bet he has a pet teddy bear too. He's probably 4x4, 4 foot tall by 4 foot wide, eating all those Twinkies. He's got one of them shirts that only go down to his belly button. He hasn't seen his toes in 10 years. I mean, it's just terrible that he would do something like that. And I don't like to bash on other people, but he's a window licker. He's probably the one sat on the school buses that would try to get the gum that's stuck underneath the seats, for a snack. Or on a local bus or something. He'd be eating the gum off his shoe. Telling you, I'm not afraid of him. He could bring it on. But just make sure if he does, you got earmuffs on. Put me on mute. I think I've seen him. I don't know. With the name of Nerdy, I don't think I want to see him. I think of Steve Urkel. I hear that name. I think of Steve Urkel, suspenders and the glasses. Can I do that? You haven't seen him? Oh, okay. Well, stop confusing me. Don't you see I'm old? You guys are a fun bunch. I like being here for you guys. Oh, you see me and cats. Yeah, there's other people in here. There's 9 people in here. They come and go. Well, there's other streamers on right now. I'm the new guy. So when you got other streamers on, that's where they're going to go. Well, thank you. Well, I'm new to the channel too. I've been doing this less than a year. What, 8 months? I don't make any money yet. Of course. It might be tough. If you guys tune in on Friday and Saturday next week, I'll be at Universal Studios live streaming. It's going to be hard to read the chats because I don't want to be walking into people. But I will read them eventually. But as we go, it's going to be kind of hard to read them. I got almost 1,600 people. It's because I met JLR and I met Juice. And so that gave me a big boost. JLR and I kind of met before we officially met. Because I was all by myself in front of Nancy's house. I was taking pictures and I did a video. I hear this car creeping up to my left. You threw them. Somebody in a car comes down. I thought it was a cop at first. Look over. Okay, I'm staring at me. Whatever. Went back doing my business. I hear the car creep down a little bit. I was like, okay, so this is my first time at Nancy's. It's a little creepy, right? Somebody murdered, I hear him creeping down. I was just like, look over again. Okay. Then he goes up to where Sue Ellen is. And he does a cul-de-sac there. Comes back down. Starts staring at me. I see him doing something at the steering wheel. So I'm staring at him. Still, I can't see who he is. But I went down there just to meet JLR. But I didn't know it was him. So I went back and I watched his stream. And he's like, this guy keeps staring at me. Yeah, I was staring at him because I don't know what he's doing. Turns out he's taking pictures of me because of my socks that were knee high, which is red, white, and blue. By the time I realized it was him, he's already driving away. I was like, darn it. I went there early just to meet him. Yeah, I'm the sock guy. That's when I was introduced. GLR's chat was calling me the perp. Yes. Yes. That's me. See my halo? Oh, thank you. I know I lost some people because of my political beliefs. But you know what? I don't care if you're left, you're right, indie. I'm still talking to everybody. I don't dislike people just because what side of the aisle they're on. It was not rainbow socks. They were red, white, and blue. Red, white on one side and the blue and the stars on the other. Red, white, and blue. American flag. Yes. I know, because I was watching it, GLR. I was like, you know what? I'm going to come over here. There's nobody here. I'm just going to drive by. Oh, wait. I was like, oh, there he is. There's somebody here. That was me. Yep. That's when I started getting more followers. I'm like, yeah, I'll go on GLR's chat. Hey, I'm the sock guy. One guy, I forgot his name, called me a legend. Because I had the Wild Thing shirt on too. You know, and I've lost friends as well, but I've kind of chilled out with that. What I kind of say in here is, what are we at the end? We're all Americans. Doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent. We are Americans. And right now we're fighting for our First Amendment rights that our brave men and women gave their lives for us to have the kind of rights that we have today. That's why I was so angry at Nanos for what happened to Juice, Damien, and Alex. That's why I was so upset. That's why I've called Nanos an idiot, his goon squad idiots. That's why I challenged Nanos to a charity boxing event, which now, if you guys are listening, that charity boxing thing is now people are copying me, not by challenging Nanos, but other YouTubers. Now, I challenged Nanos, and I was hoping the other streamers would want to do a live stream for charity against the Pima County Sheriffs. But then I realized how old Nanos is. That I don't want to get in trouble for elderly abuse. He's 70 years old. I'm not going to box somebody 70 years old. I'm 55. I know I'm not what I used to be. But I can pretty much handle my own against, it's somebody around my age. Nobody older than or younger than 40, because that's not really that fair. I'm old. But I'm not boxing a 70-year-old man. Not even for charity, because that's dangerous. Hell, 55 getting in the ring is dangerous. I don't know if you guys are watching. I guess there's a beef between Ted and I'm 55, almost 56. There's a beef between Ted and White Boy. Now Ted copied me with the whole. I think he did, because I never mentioned anyone ever bringing up a charity boxing event. But hello. So Ted gets on. So I guess the beef is somebody's talking about Ted's family. This guy's talking about Ted's family. So Ted either like MMA or boxing. Well, Ted, I never met him. I had no problems with him, and I'm not talking crap about him here at all. I think he's what, like 5'9", maybe 160, maybe 155, 150 pounds soaking wet. Where I see White Boy, this guy, he's got some guns on him. And he's taller. So he looks like he's probably about 175, 180. And he's pretty solid. So Ted, if you're watching this, if you really, because he accepted, I saw that he accepted your match. So I'm going to tell you, do not stand in front of this guy. If you were talking about going toe to toe, do not do that. You're going to have to train for this. Because if you haven't been in a boxing ring before, you can get hurt. Even with the headgear. You don't stand in front of this guy. You punch and you give angles. Don't stand straight in front of him. And crowd his right hand. Otherwise, your head's going to be knocked off to the next state. So, I'm not saying anything bad about you, Ted. Just giving you advice from somebody who knows what he's talking about. You know, you're going to have to give angles. Don't stand in front of the guy like that. He's too strong. So, word of advice. Don't go toe-to-toe with him. That would be stupid. Box. Don't street fight. Okay. Is anybody going to tune in next week when I go live at Universal Studios Hollywood? It's supposed to be live streamed. I don't know when, but if they're smart, if they do what I suggest, 2-3 minute rounds, if you're gonna train for a match like that, you need at least 3 months. Otherwise, after about a minute or two, you guys gonna be all winded and you're not gonna be worth a damn. It's gonna be a crap show. My notifications are always on. I'll probably be, Friday will be early in the morning. Whenever it opens, 9, 10 o'clock. And Saturday. Saturday won't be all day. I'll be, well, maybe all day. I don't know. I do plan on driving home Saturday. Sure, we'll be here. Hello, hello. AJ, be right back. So guys, yeah, so if you guys have not been in Universal Studios before, or haven't been in a long time, we will pretty much get everything. My wife is coming with me. We'll get the tram ride, we'll get the Waterworld show, we'll get the Pets for Life, Super Nintendo World, Jurassic World, the Minions, Harry Potter. Kind of makes me my tummy a little ugh. But a butterbeer, a cold butterbeer, you know, I can't drink it because I'm diabetic. It's good stuff. If you ever go to Universal Studios, get the butterbeer. It's really good. Especially the foam. The foam itself is butterscotch. So, next Friday, in the morning, all day long, live streaming, Universal Studios, and then again Saturday. So something a little different for you guys. We're going to have some fun. Maybe if I can see some characters out there, interact with some of the characters. Like last time, about 3 months ago I was there. I interacted with Doc Brown from Back to the Future. I told him I was friends with Biff. He told me get the heck out of here. I guess Doc Brown doesn't like Biff Cannon. In case you guys didn't see this, we stand for our nation, flag, and anthem. Yikes. Yes, I gave that to my dad years ago. It's all dusty. You know, when you live in your parents' house and one passes away, it's really hard to get rid of anything, to throw it away. It's really tough. And it'll be 3 years in September that I lost my dad. His room has not been touched. I mean, his clothes have been bagged up, but his bed, everything. So it's difficult. You know, to me, he's always here. I know the whole spirit thing, but in your mind, you have to do things that comfort you. You can let your mind believe certain things. Like, sometimes I'll feel like a thump on my bed. I think it could be him. Even though I know those things don't exist. Yeah, it is a way to deal. My dad was my hero. You know, I remember when I was young and I got into a fight and a guy stabbed me. My dad went after him, clipped him right on the chin. You know, that's why when there's something I need to stand for, whether it's a bully or a cause, I don't back down. That's why I didn't back down from Nanos. Who's talked more crap about Nanos than me? I'm surprised the cops haven't been at my door. Ours goon-ass squad. Goon squad. Tough guys. Who have to hide behind a badge because they got no guts. Yeah. You gotta believe he's always with you. You know, I'm so much like him. I look like him. You know, a lot of stuff that he used to say, I say every day. He used to always wake me up in the morning and say, "Oh, you're up," because I was up before he wakes me up. So when I walk by his ashes every morning now, I walk by and I say, "Oh, you're up." It's just, I know it's stupid. I get it. It's just how I cope with things. You know, it's a comfort knowing that he's here. His ashes are here. That's why the poster I have in the living room with Trump that day he was shot. People wanted me to take it down because other people were getting mad. I said, no, that's for my dad. You don't like it? Leave. That's for him. So. That's for him. Has anyone heard anything about Alex? Do we know what was said yet to his daughter? Has anybody heard anything? Has Alex mentioned it? I know he's upset. I'm upset. It's just a matter of time. Someone's going to attack me. I pretty much try to hide my wife because if somebody attacks her, whew, you better run. Yeah, treasure the good memories, of course, every day. Oh. Well, I'm sure people are going to talk about it. But to make a phone call to her work to cause trouble, there's something mentally wrong with you to do something stupid like that. What do you hope to accomplish? To get her fired? Why? What did she do? It doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you go after her? She's done nothing. You know, even Alex, what did he do to hurt anybody? He didn't do what they're accusing him of doing. He didn't pee in that tent. He was making noises, you know? He was trying to be funny. But everybody has to spin it their way to make themselves happy because they're so bitter. I get it. You know, but Alex, he did his time. He's trying to make something good of his life. He's got a good channel. He's got a good following. He is who he is. It's like martial law out there. Yes, it is. So, in a perfect world, this is what we're hoping. Well, at least I hope. I don't want to speak for other YouTubers. Charges against Juice, Damien, Alex dropped. Civil lawsuits against Pima County, against personally Nanos. And Nanos either steps down or gets his ass canned because he's an idiot. He's costing Pima County a lot of money. Now, I heard something that Nanos was going and talking to civil lawyers. Why, Nanos? Are you afraid that you effed up? Are you afraid of the FAFO? He won't leave. He may not have a choice. I mean, look, he's already got a vote of no confidence from his own people. And we also have a state senator that is looking into this. I think he's done. When this all said and done, I think Nanos is gone, guys. So, I think he's gone. If he's going to cost them so much money, they're going to have to get rid of him. Look at that, guys. I'm sweating. Look at that different color. It's good, though. It's like a sauna. You know, he didn't do polygraphs. But you know what? Polygraphs aren't... They're no good in a trial. Because people know how to beat them. Let's see. Yeah, I heard that too. I do think he's leaving. He's out of here. He's done his damage. I mean, just how many more people? I mean, I want to see his approval rating. No? Well, we know he screwed us up from the very beginning. Yeah, he's an idiot. I would like to play him in a game of Clue, since he doesn't have one. Is it really still there? You would think they would analyze it, take it and analyze it. But then again, how many people walked all over it by now? Oh, I'm pretty sure the lawsuits are coming. I mean, there's been so many people like the hair. Maybe we're not hearing anything about the hair because of an embarrassment. Maybe that was the hair of one of the sheriffs, or maybe an FBI. Oops. I didn't see anything on their feet. Any cover for their feet. I didn't see any gloves on. I didn't see any hair nets. No. I bet you it's one of them. Watch it be Bananas' hair. Wait, he doesn't have any. Well, I shouldn't talk. I don't know. There's so many questions that need to be answered. So many questions need to be answered. So nothing more about Alex, huh? We don't know what the heck happened yet. I put nothing past Nanos. I think he's a certified idiot. I mean, he's hiding from his case. You would think at least once a month or something. You would think at least once a month. Okay, here's an update. Here's an update. I understand there's nothing to talk about, but when was the last time you did one? There seems just some sort of cover up. Tommaso paid Nanos to hide evidence. The problem. The septic, maybe. Let's see. I heard there's at least 25 grays in a gallus. Pianos to hide evidence. Huh. Her blood. Stupid. Her blood went to this. Oh. I didn't hear that. You would think they would check all that, though. I know there's two of them. Isn't there one for the back house as well? Well, I'm hearing the 25er from Cartel, but you never know. I know what you mean. I know you're trying to be funny. Yeah, I think it's one of the houses they didn't check that tank. But you would think they would. That's pretty bad work if they didn't check them both. But a lot of people have talked about it by now, so you would think it had been checked eventually. Well, you know, we're being serious about stuff now, but next week, I'm in California, Hollywood, we're going to have some fun. Tune in early. I heard that rumor as well about changing her will. But again, it's a rumor. I know Nanos isn't smart, but I'm pretty sure he looked into that. I'll give him a little bit of credit, even though he's a munchkin. Where's the video of her being taken out of the house? Regardless, where's all the video? All you see is a video of the porch guy. What happened to all the video before and after? I heard about jammers and this and that, but I don't believe that. Yeah, it was all BS. I'm calling big time BS on that. I think somebody scrubbed it from the memory. I think that's a redacted tape. Because it makes no sense. You have a perp guy walk up. If they took her out, you would see it. So it stinks to high heavens. Absolutely stinks. That's a hell of a coincidence, no, isn't it? I mean, crime scenes. I bet he never took. Yeah, I bet he wished he never took that course. I don't need to research it. I already heard about that one. I heard about that. This 107, 110 degree weather is killing me. Oh, Damien drove by. Damien's everywhere around here. He lives in Tucson. But see that or Nancy's very tidy. Then see, I don't see how she could be tidy if she couldn't get around that well either. That 41 minutes. That's what I'm saying when I started this stream, that we need to go back from the beginning. Start this all over again. Start it over, like day one. Go over anything you could have possibly missed. Juice. What about juice? Someone emailed their juice about the reflection from the light. And showed a person and Nancy Guthrie attacked. I don't understand. Outside front porch and showed a person and Nancy Guthrie attacked. So you're saying two people got attacked? And 2 minutes from the garage to into her house. You can, from the street to her garage, you can do that walk in 30 seconds. Oh. I can find out from Juice. I'll call him. See what that's all about. Yeah, Cameron was there. Because we haven't heard from Cameron at all. Is he staying there? Still? Well, it depends. You drive up to the driveway. I mean, So the porch to the garage, it's not far. Maybe in person, it doesn't look very far at all. I know she has a walker and she doesn't walk very well, and only on good days can she make it to the mailbox. But it's not that far. I think it's very doable. But we don't know her condition. I'll go back and watch Juice. I'll see what's going on. To get out of the car to the house, don't take. No. It doesn't take 2 minutes. Because you're not I'm pretty sure he didn't just drop her off from the street. I mean, she has like a half horseshoe. I'll have to check it out later. Stuff like that, we can always go back and see. Wow, I've been at this for 2 hours. I didn't think I would have this long with other people on at the same time. Me being the little guy. Yeah, I got 6 people in here, but it's alright. I know I didn't post for the last couple of days. I really didn't have much to talk about when it came to Nancy or the cases. I mean, I could talk about my trip coming up to Universal Studios, but I hope I see you guys there in my chat. I'll try to read the videos, but I don't be walking into people either. Now, there is a chance. I don't know if you guys are following theme parks at all. There's a new ride. We're waiting for it to open. And there's a rumor that it might be a soft opening next weekend. A rumor. There was a poster up about it, but then he took it down. So, if it's there, I'm riding it. I'm watching that sucker since it was built from the very first pillar. And that's Hollywood Drift. So, if you haven't seen Universal Studios before, you're going to see it next week. We're going to have fun. You guys probably see me get soaked on a water ride again. But that's okay. It's going to be hot, so it's fine. Hopefully it's not too hot. My body don't like the heat too much. But there's a lot of shops there that are air conditioned. In case the phone gets too hot too. I'll bring my video camera as well. In case I can't live stream, I'll take video. So, alright guys. Should we wind this down? Call it a night? What do you think? Oh. Someone on their knees. Alright, I'm gonna have to go watch this. Are we sure it's not AI though? You gotta be real careful that it's not an AI video. I've been fooled with that before. I'll talk to Juice. So you're saying somebody in front of Nancy? How? This happened in front of Nancy's house. Nancy was attacked and somebody else. Who's the somebody else? You would think that'd be out like right off the bat. Yeah, go ahead, explain. I'm curious. On Nancy's porch. There's a light above, yes? Yes. Okay, I know what that is. A huge light. Well, that light, you can see the attack. Oh, wow. Holy smokes. I'm definitely gonna have to go check that out. When I get off here, I'm gonna go check that on Juice's. You can see someone on their knees that looks like they're getting hit in the face. Do you think that was Nancy on her knees? Oh, okay. Holy smokes. You would think that'd be breaking news on all the news stations. Why didn't we see this before? Two people. Holy crap. That's terrible. We're all tough guys, huh? Gotta beat up an 84-year-old woman. We're all tough guys, huh? Real tough guys. Give me 5 minutes with these guys. See how easy it is. You try to beat up somebody who can fight back. That's horrible. I'm sure people are gonna slow it down. Damn. And Juice is showing it on his channel. Horrible. Guys, once everybody go and jump on to Juice's channel, I'm going to watch this, and I might jump on as well. This is disturbing. Yeah, I kind of, yeah, this one kind of bugs me a little bit. I can actually picture her on her knees getting punched. This bothers me. I don't like violence against women, but this is brutal. This is brutal. All right, guys, I'm gonna go and check that out. Thanks for everybody for being here. Obviously, this has me a little upset. I'm just picturing a poor woman getting punched in the face on her knees. Yeah, just it makes you want to take their heads off. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. It just makes you want to beat the crap out of them, both of them. Cowards. All right, everybody, go ahead and jump on the Juices. Okay. I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna jump on. I'm gonna take a look at this. So thanks everybody for being here. We'll jump on soon, probably over the weekend at some point. We'll talk about this. Thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate it. Peace out, guys.